welcome to today's seminar. Today we're going to go over all about the UCs. Before I go ahead and start the presentation and seminar today, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is May, and I'm the Assistant Director of Counseling for our Southern California branches. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get the seminar ready and started. Okay, so since today's seminar is a little bit more about all the UC, so we have 9 UC schools in the UC system. I'm going to go over UCLA first, okay? So at UCLA, which is one of the more popular schools technically in California, not just in California, also in the nation as well. UCLA has over 140 majors, over 90 minors, and they have a student to faculty ratio of 18:1. They have 12 highly ranked professional schools, in which I'm actually going to go over a bit of the ones that our students have been applying. Okay, not only that, UCLA is also tied with UC Berkeley in ranking first in public university in the nation. Okay, so before we go into a little bit more information about the different colleges that UCLA has, I'm going to review a bit about their historical acceptance data. Okay, as you can see the trend on the left, in which it shows a bit about the UCLA apply count and the admit count as well, right? So you can see the trend that is actually going up. Okay, so in historical data, in the next slide, I'm actually going to go over the most recent application year as well. But just in 2021, UCLA had about 139,000 applicants, and they admitted about 15,000. Okay, which equate to an acceptance rate. If you see on the right-hand side for 2021, it is equate to an acceptance rate of 10.7%. Okay. Now let's look into the most recent application year. So the recent application year right here. So this is the application year where a senior just graduated back in May and June. Okay, so the most recent application year, UCLA had about 146,000 applicants. They admitted about 1,300 students with an overall admit rate of 9%. Okay. Now looking into just the year prior, right? The year prior was an admit rate of 8.7. Okay, and we dived a little bit deeper into sort of the admit rate for some of the colleges at UCLA, the more popular one, especially for our students to apply as an undergrad. So the college, which is the new name for the College of Letters and Sciences, the college has the most applicants. They had about 95,000 applicants. They admitted about 10,000 applicants with an 11% admit rate. Okay. Next, the School of Engineering. So the engineering had about 35,000 applicants with about 1,700 applicants being admitted with a 4.9% admit rate. And you would think the School of Engineering would have the lowest admit rate? No. UCLA School of Theater, Film, and Television had a 3.2 admit rate, even lower than the School of Engineering for UCLA. Okay. UCLA School of the Arts and Architecture had a 4.8 admit rate. And then the School of Music, a 21% admit rate, and the School of Nursing with a 0.8%. Okay, and these are data that UCLA actually released directly. Yeah. Now, going into a little bit more specific about each of the college at UCLA. Let's go ahead and start with the college. So the college, like I mentioned, is actually a new name for the College of Letters and Science. It's home to more than 85% of the undergrads, since as you can tell by the previous slide, it has the most applicants applying to the college. The college itself has 5 divisions. It has humanities, life sciences, physical sciences, social sciences, and also a division for undergrad education. Okay, some of the newer majors, it seems that UCLA tends to have new majors almost every year. So some of the newer majors this year and in the last few years are like Asian languages, climate studies, labor studies, Southeast Asian studies, disability studies, and also statistics and data science. The last 2 that you see there are some of the newer majors this year. So disability studies and statistics and data science. Okay, now looking into sort of department within that specific college. So going into the college and looking into the 4 divisions in that college and the admit rates for each of the division. So for the Department of Humanities, they had about 12,000 applicants and with an admit rate of 11%. So life sciences has a bit higher amount of applicants with 33,000 just because a lot of more students are actually applying into the life sciences majors. Okay, and then also an admit rate of 11%. Physical science had about 15,000 applicants with a 14% admit rate. And then social sciences had about 34,000 applicants and a 9.8 admit rate. Okay, and then the 2 columns that you see on the right are sort of the 50 percentile in terms of the GPA range. Okay, going a bit more into the School of the Arts and Architecture. So UCLA's the School of Arts and Architecture is actually one of the top art schools nationally. It offers nearly 500 public events annually. There are about 4 academic departments. It has the architecture and urban design. It has an art department. It has a design media arts and a role arts and cultures dance department as well. Okay, 2 internationally acclaimed museums on campus. Now looking into some of the specific departments in the School of the Arts and Architecture, art, for example, has an admit rate of 3.8%. Design and media art has even lower, which is a 2.9%. Dance slightly higher at a 14% admit rate, and then role arts and culture at a 33% admit rate. Next, we're going to look a bit into UCLA School of Engineering and Applied Science. So really cool fun fact is that this particular place is actually the birthplace of the internet. They also do a holistic review, then additional review by the School of Engineering for strength in STEM. Okay, and then one thing to note is that, and I am sure a lot of parents and students are actually already knowing that just based on what are some of the information that HS2 counselors have been sharing is that don't expect to switch from the college to science to engineering. Okay, so it's really difficult right now to actually transfer a major. If you were to get into UCLA into the college and you want to transfer a major into the School of Engineering Applied Science, it's really, really difficult. Okay, now we're gonna go, what I did for the other schools, we're gonna go dive a bit deeper into sort of the major admit rate in the School of Engineering. Okay, I'm not gonna go over all of them, but for some of the more competitive ones, as probably all you guys already know, computer science. So computer science has, I think, the most applicants, right, with 11, almost 12,000 applicants. As you can tell in the other majors, they had like I think the second highest one is a 4,600 applicants for mechanical engineering. Computer science has almost near 12,000 applicants with an admit rate of 3.1%. Okay, since I was talking about mechanical engineering, let's take a look at mechanical engineering with a 4.2%. And then computer engineering, about 1,600 applicants applied to computer engineering with an admit rate of 3.7%. Okay, and then I would say aerospace engineering 4.3% and undeclared 4.7% did not fare too far from the more competitive majors in the School of Engineering. Yeah. That also sort of guide us on, yay, what kind of major should we apply with on the UC application? Okay, going into the next school, I'm going to go over a bit about School of Music at UCLA. It has a student faculty ratio of 4:1. Okay, 45 ensembles, 350 annual performances. And typically in the school, in any type of performing arts school, supplemental application is required. And supplemental application typically is pre-screening and also audition and interview as well. Okay, so going into the School of Nursing, okay. Some of the rankings that you see on here, I think one thing to note is that rankings changes every year. Okay, so but it gives you a general sense that it's some of the programs at certain schools, given their rankings, are pretty prestigious. But do note that rankings do change every year. Okay, so School of Nursing offers classroom and clinical settings. Okay, it has a Bachelor of Science with a National Council licensing exam. Okay, also require a supplemental application that's due typically mid-January. And the supplemental application, in addition to the UC application, we require a statement of purpose, a resume, and 2 recommendations. So the normal UC application actually don't require any letter recommendations. However, when you do supplemental application, because you're applying to a very niche major, is that majority of times they do require the student to submit additional letters of recommendations. Okay, now let's take a look at the School of Public Affairs. School of Public Affairs has one undergrad degree, which is a Bachelor of Arts in Public Affairs. Okay, and the application process is a bit different. You don't really apply to the School of Public Affairs directly on the UC application, right, as a freshman applicant. So how you do so is that you apply to the Public Affairs pre-major in the college. Okay, in the college, you will apply as a Public Affairs pre-major. And then in the winter quarter, because UCLA is a quarter system, in the winter quarter of sophomore year, then you will apply to the Public Affairs major in the School of Public Affairs. Okay, next, School of Theater, Film, and Television. Okay, and sort of like, all the previous performing arts and nursing schools as well, there's always supplemental application required. So for this particular school, the supplemental application required is typically due early December. Does require 2 essays, 1 writing sample, and 2 letters of recommendations for film. And if you're applying as theater, it does require you to interview and audition. Okay, students typically in this school cannot double major because film and theater programs are actually very intense. Okay. Now, UCLA also offers a lot of scholarships. Okay, so here are some of the scholarships that UCLA offers, and this is also a prelude to all the other UCs. All the other UCs offer a ton of scholarships to students as well. So here are some of the ones that UCLA does offer. And a fun fact is that 1 in 3 UCLA students are actually the first in the family to attend college. Okay, let's go over a bit about CAP majors and what they are. Okay, so UCLA actually doesn't admit by major to the college, which is the largest college in UCLA, houses more majors than any of the other colleges and schools. Okay, CAP majors, what it essentially means is that they usually would admit by major, and then they have to cap the number of students that they admit to these majors, just because due to space and competitiveness and popularity. Okay, going into UC Berkeley. There's some pictures about Berkeley right on here. Very iconic in the city of Berkeley. Okay, let's look into their most recent year application data. Okay, so in the most recent year, so there was 124,000 applicants with about 13,000 students admitted to UC Berkeley with an overall admit rate of 11%. Okay, the UC Berkeley is made up of the following colleges. So you have the College of Chemistry, the College of Engineering, College of Environmental Design, College of Letters and Science, Hall School of Business, and the College of Natural Resources. Recently, last year, UC Berkeley added a new college that's called Computing, Data Science, and Society, which you see on the right-hand side. UC Berkeley also has over 184 academic departments and programs. They have a student to faculty ratio of 19.4, which is about 19:1. And then they also have Nobel Prize held by current faculty, which is about 9, and 30% of their students are first year students. Okay, going into more of the specifics for some of the colleges and schools in Berkeley. So Haas School of Business has 4 degree options. Okay, the first one is actually one of the newest one, which is a speaker undergrad business program. Okay, this program is the undergrad business program is something that it's a program that freshmen can actually apply directly on their UC application. Okay, they not only accept high school students directly, but also transfers and also current UC Berkeley students as well. Okay, so besides the speaker undergrad business program, the next one is the management, entrepreneurship, and technology program called abbreviated as MET, MET. So it's a dual degree program for students interested in studying both engineering and business. Okay, the next one is the Global Management Program, which is also a freshman admit program, which is very nice to be able to actually apply to any of these 3 directly on the UC application. And the Global Management Program is for students interested in learning about business from a global perspective. Okay, the last one is the Robinson Life Sciences Business and Entrepreneurship Program. It's a joint program for Berkeley students interested in studying both biology and business. This one, the Robinson Life one is the only one that would not accept freshman applicants. So you have to be a UC Berkeley student first, and then apply, I believe, in the second year to this particular program. Okay, now going into College of Engineering, which a lot of students are very interested in. So College of Engineering, we look at the right-hand side are some of the engineering degree in that college. And there are ranked, obviously, because Berkeley's College of Engineering is actually very famous in the nation. Just back in 2022, what data shows that civil engineering is actually ranked first, environmental engineering first, electrical engineering second, and such and thus. So all the engineering degrees are pretty much rank really good, and I think the overall college is ranked second in the nation. Okay. So within the College of Engineering, they have mentoring programs, and mentoring programs are like year-long and help current undergrad develop relationships with other students, alumni, and also faculty. Those mentoring programs also help create academic support, leverage opportunities for professional development. In addition to the mentoring programs, the College of Engineering also has the pre-engineering program called PrEP, which gives incoming first-year students a competitive edge by jumpstarting their Berkeley engineering experience. There are some unique opportunities in the College of Engineering. One of them is nuclear engineering. Okay, Berkeley is one of the few schools to actually offer a nuclear engineering program. And which also includes research on fusion technology, right? So some of the areas of specialization include nuclear reactions and radiation, medical imaging, nuclear reactor theory and design. Pretty cool. Another unique opportunity in the College of Engineering is engineering science, right? So engineering science actually houses 4 undergrad majors. Those 4 undergrad majors in that engineering science is energy engineering, engineering, math and statistics, engineering, physics, environmental engineering science. So these 4 undergrad majors belong in the Department of Engineering Science, which belong to the College of Engineering. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna go into sort of the UCLA, the Berkeley version of the UCLA, the college, right? So the College of Letters and Science. And just like the name says, it houses the most majors than any of the other colleges or schools in Berkeley. Okay, so within the College of Letters and Science, there are 5 divisions. They are Arts and Humanities, biological sciences, mathematical and physical sciences, social sciences, and undergrad studies. Okay, and right now UC Berkeley is also tied with UCLA as ranked as #1 public school. Okay, and in Berkeley and kind of like in UCLA and a lot of the UCs is that some of the programs actually allow students to take courses from different colleges, including the College of Engineering. Okay, so I previously mentioned the 4 main divisions in the College of Letters and Science. So going into biological science division, there are about 8 departments, and these are the 8 departments. All right, so it ranges from integrative biology to molecular and cell biology, to like division of neurobiology and physical education program. Okay, and within the division of mathematical and physical science, it is comprised of 4 departments, from astronomy to earth and planetary science, mathematics, and physics. Okay, with so many majors, here are some of the 10 largest program over time at UC Berkeley. Okay, so over time, on the very bottom, you will see the year. So it goes dated back to 2015, all the way to 2022, 2023. Okay, so back in 2015, econ was like the largest program at UCLA, and now it's technically second. Right, so second right here, as you can tell, it's given the year didn't really lose its popularity that much. It's because computer science became 1, but computer science was actually #2 back in 2015. So computer science and economics have just been as popular over the year. Okay, and then going to the right-hand side, we will see the data science undergrad studies. #4 is molecular and cell biology. 5th is electrical engineering and comp sci. 6, you don't see the name, it is business administration that you see right here. 7, political science. 8, psychology, and psychology has become very popular in almost every UC and every private colleges. Okay, sociology. Sociology was not even ranked back in 2015, but did actually hop onto the chart in 2016, and then went one space up. And then lastly is applied mathematics. It did decline from spot #7 back in 2018. So these are sort of the 10 largest programs over time at UC Berkeley. Okay, so I'm not going to go over all the numbers on here. There's a ton of numbers on here. So not every UC releases acceptance data, right? UCLA are actually really good with their acceptance data, admit data, per major, as you can tell earlier in the slide. UC Berkeley also came up with some data in which it showed us the admit rate per college. So not major, but per college, okay? So let me actually... Okay, so the very first sort of column. So let me actually explain this chart a bit so it's easier to read. On the very top is apply, right? And with the academic year, so it's the number of applicants in each of the application cycle. So the most recent application cycle is the 2023 to 2024. That is the most recent application cycle, okay? And then on the very bottom is the admitted. So the number of students, the count of students that were admitted to each of the college or these colleges on the very top at UC Berkeley. Okay, here on the bottom is the most recent data. Okay, so we just do simple math, and we're able to find admit rate per each of these colleges listed on here. Okay, so in the College of Chemistry, admit rate was about 15%. Okay, College of Engineering was about 6.5%. College of Environmental Design was about 8.83%. And then the College of Letters and Science is about 13%. And then the College of Natural Resources, about 18%. Okay, so it's... anyone could have guessed, College of Engineering is still the most competitive at UC Berkeley. Okay, and that's it about UC Berkeley. There's obviously so much more that we could go more in depth into, but given the time, we do want to be able to cover all the UCs. Next one is going to be UC Irvine. Okay, so UC Irvine is ranked 33, right? Once again, rankings always changes every year. But currently it's ranked 33 by US News. So some of these data always changes every year also as well. But in general, enrollment by gender is typically about half and half male, half female. Okay, on the right-hand side, you see sort of the percentage of ethnicity. Asian in Irvine, which is very, very predictable. Asian accounts for about 33% of the population. Hispanics about 23%, white about 16%, and then you could look at the other races as well. Okay. Okay, so something that UC Irvine is extremely proud about is that they are always aiming for upward socioeconomic mobility. So about half of the UCI bachelor's degrees are actually awarded in 2020 went to first generation college students. So first generation this is not the first time I have said this word in the presentation. So you can already guess how important first generation student is to the UC schools. Okay. They even have a hashtag for first gen college grad. So looking into this year, this year's application data, right? So what I just show you back up here, for Berkeley, right? Berkeley, and then this is for Irvine. So Irvine for the most recent application year, they had about 122,000 applicants. They admitted about 35,000 students with an overall 29% admit rate. Okay, the GPA that you see right here, and yes, that is GPA. So once again, the GPA that you see here is the sort of the medium range of the students that got admitted. So it's about 4.04 to 4.27. And that is a weighted GPA. Okay, so now going to a little bit more specific about the colleges at UC Irvine. So UC Irvine, in terms of degrees, they offer about 87 bachelor's, 84 master's, and 53 doctorates. And they have a lot of schools as well. As you can tell on the right-hand side, they have School of the Arts, they have School of Biological Sciences, School of Business, also School of Engineering, School of Humanities. So a lot of our students do apply to the School of Business, the School of Engineering. Biological Sciences is also quite popular at UC Irvine as well. UC Irvine also has a law school and a medical school. One thing to know about UC Irvine is that they have a campus-wide honors. It's called the UCI Honors Program. So every year we will have a handful of students who got admitted to UC Irvine who will get an invitation to the UCI Honors Program. Okay. And not to say if you don't get the invitation to join the UCI Honors Program, that doesn't mean that, oh, I cannot be part of it. It's once you do end up going to UC Irvine, and then if you complete 1/4 or more with a 3.5 GPA at UC Irvine, that will still qualify you to sort of apply for the UCI Honors Program. Okay, so students who get admitted into the honors program at UCI take special core courses in areas of their choice and have access to special resources and amenities. Okay, some of the popular majors, right? So popular majors are like biological sciences, business administration, comp-sci again, and criminology, law and society, mechanical engineering, nursing science, political science, and psychology. Right, psychology, like I mentioned, has been really popular now in almost every UC and a lot of the private colleges as well. When you see popular majors, you can already tell it's going to be very highly competitive to get admitted into any of those majors. And UC Irvine admit by major. Okay, a bit more information about the School of Information and Computer Science at UC Irvine. On the left-hand side are a list of the majors. So computer science and engineering are actually in the School of Information and Computer Science. Besides that, they also have business, information management, data science, game design, and interactive media, informatics, and software engineering. So it's not to say that, oh, comp-sci, engineering are all in the School of Engineering. So it's not necessarily that student must apply to the School of Engineering in order to study comp-sci or engineering. Taking a bit look into the School of Business at Irvine. So the School of Business or the Business School at Irvine offers 2 undergrad majors. One is a Bachelor of Art in Business Administration. The second one is a Bachelor of Science in the Business Information Management. Okay, so the Bachelor of Science in Business Information Management is offered in cooperation with the School of Information and Computer Science. Okay, so another great choice for students who are interested in comp sci and business, which is similar to the MEC program at Berkeley, right, which is Technology and Management. Okay, some unique opportunities at Irvine. Irvine has the Undergrad Research Opportunities Program, shortened as UROP. Okay, so it assists students from any major to find research and creative on-campus opportunities with UCI faculty, or off-campus opportunities with industrial partners, national labs, or other universities. Okay, they also provide grants to support UCI faculty mentor research projects and creative activity during the academic year and summer. In addition to the other opportunities, UCI Health also offers a variety of programs for undergrads. Okay, so pre-med students can apply for the Irvine Clinical Experience. Okay, UCI Health also offers unique research opportunities for students in STEM fields. Okay,